Hello students, today we are starting new chapter taken ionic equilibrium. This chapter is very important for almost all different kind of entrance examinations. Now the student feels this chapter difficult sometimes because to study this chapter we require some other chapter concepts also. Like to study this chapter ionic equilibrium आपको क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट पड़ेगा यहाँ पर आपको क्लैरिटी होना चाहिए अबाउट मोल कंसेप्ट द बेसिक आइडिया ऑफ द मोल कंसेप्ट concept of limiting reagent of stoichiometry then titrations ideas and then we can take apart from the stoichiometry we need the concept of chemical equilibrium in the chapters calculation based questions like especially you can take Kc calculation values or you can take your Lee-Chatelier's principle will be applied at several points when you take common ion effect. So basically to study this chapter means comfortably or to be strong in this chapter you should be clear at least in two chapter concepts. क्या क्या पहला आपको clear होना चाहिए stoichiometry के concepts like especially mole concept part है concept of limiting reagent and titrations and you should also be clear to concept of chemical equilibrium. When we take calculation of Kc we will study in chapter also different types of dissociation constants. वो सारे क्या हैं they are just like your Kc values they are just like your Kc values तो आपको वो क्लियर होना जरूरी है. फिर हम देखेंगे उसके बाद यहाँ पर Lee-Chatelier's principle उसका एप्लीकेशंस यहाँ पे काफी का पड़ेगा हमारे चैप्टर में. So before we start chapter here, we can just take an outline of topics that we are going to cover in the given chapter ionic equilibrium. Okay. So in this case, we study the concept taken like first mainly taken pH calculations. Before we take pH calculation of solutions, we can study some ideas about the theories of acids and bases. Acids and bases. Okay, for acid solutions we find pH values. तो acid होते क्या हैं थोड़ा सा आइडिया उसके बारे में. फिर हम पढ़ेंगे उसके बाद यहाँ पे pH calculations. pH calculation we can do of acids and bases strong or weak. And then we take pH calculation by concept of salt hydrolysis. Yeah, you can write here concept of salt hydrolysis. Then we take after this buffer solutions. Again their pH calculation especially. And then we will take about theories of indicators and then solubility and solubility product constant determination and common ion effect. Common ion effect is in fact involved from beginning. From pH calculation we take mixture of acid and means strong and weak acids or stronger weak bases or almost all points in all the given concepts in calculation based questions we require the application of common ion effect. And about common ion effect be very careful. नाम common ion effect है it makes the answer mostly uncommon. So be careful because बच्चे बहुत गलती करते हैं इस चैप्टर में क्वेश्चन करने में because common ion effect के एप्लीकेशन को ठीक से लगाते नहीं हैं. इस चैप्टर में ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आपको ये सारे कंसेप्ट क्लियर होने चाहिए because आपको जो सीनियर्स भी होंगे आप पूछेंगे उनसे या बात करेंगे कि they feel chapter bit difficult. डिफिकल्ट चैप्टर नहीं है इसमें. आपको आई टोल्ड यू आपको दो चैप्टर का आइडिया होना चाहिए इसमें स्टोइकियोमेट्री का और केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम का. इसमें अगर आपको दो आइडियाज होंगे तो आराम से आपके क्वेश्चन इस चैप्टर में हो जाएंगे. ओके तो ये हमारा वो बेसिक आइडियाज. नाउ टू स्टार्ट द चैप्टर हियर लेट अस फर्स्ट टेक हियर पॉइंट टेकन स्टार्टिंग कि आयनिक में पढ़ना आपको ये तो हुआ, ये हम टॉपिक पढ़ेंगे इसके बारे में चैप्टर में, इनके कंसेप्ट के बारे में। होता क्या है, व्हाट इज आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम? देखिए, वी हैव स्टडीड द लास्ट चैप्टर केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम। हमने क्या पढ़ा उसमें? रिएक्शंस इन्वॉल्विंग मॉलिक्यूल्स एट इक्विलिब्रियम। सो केमिकल equilibrium is normally called as molecular equilibrium. Chemical equilibrium is commonly called as molecular equilibrium. They involve molecules. But when it is taken ionic equilibrium, we will involve equilibrium involving ions in aqueous solution. Involving ions in aqueous solution. When we dissolve some compounds in solution, they dissociate to form ions. And when they form ions, they will be at equilibrium with the product and reactants. So reactions involving ions at equilibrium in aqueous solutions we are studying in the given chapter, ionic equilibrium. Okay. Now Michael Faraday, in name you have heard, Michael Faraday classified substances in two categories. One called as electrolytic substances, other called as non-electrolytic substances. One is called as electrolytic substances and other called as non-electrolytic substances. दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या होता है कि we have many compounds which when dissolved in aqueous solution, they produce ions, and then ions can carry charge, so their aqueous solutions will show electrical conductance. Okay, their aqueous solutions or they show electrical conductance in aqueous solutions. Conductance in aqueous solutions are called as electrolytic substances. The common example taken like here, NaCl solution. Most common example taken NaCl. When we dissolve NaCl in water, they form solution of NaCl, which are sodium ions and Cl negative ions. From outside, when we pass in solution electricity, then the solution will be conducting in nature. The solutions of electrical conductance. Such solutions are called as, or substances are called as electrolytic substances. They show electrical conductance in aqueous solution, are called as electrolytic substances. और क्या होते हैं? Non-electrolytic क्या होते हैं कि when we have several compounds or substances which when dissolved in aqueous solution, solution does not show any electrical conductance. When solution does not show electrical conductance when dissolving, then the solution or the compound taken there or the substance taken there is called as non-electrolytic substances. Example taken like in solution में होगा practically low or very low electrical conductance in solutions. Example taken here, sugar solution. When we dissolve sugar in water, it is fully soluble, it can dissolve well, but the solution does not conduct electricity, solution is non-conducting. So such substances whose aqueous solutions are non-conducting in nature are called as non-electrolytic substances. Example taken sugar. So when we take electrolytes, this compound we call them electrolytes, we call them non-electrolytes as well. When we take electrolytes can be taken further in two categories. One called as strong electrolytes, other called as weak electrolytes. Electrolyte can be taken two categories. Some are called as strong electrolytes and others are called as weak electrolytes. Strong का क्या होता है कि in solution they show complete dissociation. In solution they show complete dissociation. For them alpha is equal to 1. While for weak electrolytes in solution they are only partially dissociated. For them alpha is less than 1. What is alpha? Alpha is taken for them degree of dissociation. What is alpha? Degree of dissociation. So for the weak electrolyte alpha is less than 1, while for the strong electrolyte alpha is equal to 1. Now example can be taken here. Strong electrolytes we can take like NaCl solution. We can have strong acids like HCl solution, HCl, HBr, sulfuric acid, means strong acids, or strong base like NaOH, KOH. We can have several compounds which will dissolve in solution, so complete dissociation. We can call them strong electrolytes. For them alpha is equal to 1. While there are several electrolytes who have alpha less than 1, example taken, suppose CH3COOH. When we dissolve CH3COOH क्या solution में, it gives acetate ions plus hydrogen plus ions. Example taken like CH3COOH, mostly organic acids, CH3COOH, HCOOH, HCN, HF. There are several substances or electrolytes which when dissolved in solution are only partially dissociated. We call them weak electrolytes. We call them weak electrolytes. Now when we take difference क्या होता है weak और strong में, there is no equilibrium. If I write the reaction NaCl, तो we write the reaction single direction. Whereas in this case reaction is an equilibrium. Now in this case when we take strong electrolyte, this does not mean only ionic compounds. We can have several polar covalent compounds, several polar covalent compounds which are having sufficient polarity. They also can behave as strong electrolytes, not only ionic compound. Like we can take NaCl, ionic compound, NaOH can have ions Na plus and OH minus, but we take HCl, sulfuric acid, HBr, they are covalent. But when dissolved in aqueous solution, they show complete dissociation. They show in solution complete dissociation. So we can call them strong electrolytes. समझ आ रहा है क्या है कि strong electrolyte does not mean only ionic compounds. They can be ionic in nature, but does not mean only ionic compound. We can have several covalent compounds will also behave as strong electrolytes. Example सारा लिखे आपने NaCl, HCl, HBr. Okay. Now यहाँ पे क्या होता है? They are mostly covalent compounds. They are not ionic compound. They are mostly covalent compounds, which are covalent means polar covalent compounds. In this, alpha is normally less than 1. Example taken: weak acids, weak bases. Weak like NH4OH is weak base. It is a weak acid. So now we come on this topic: weak electrolytes. They are at equilibrium. So the kind of equilibrium, the type of equilibrium involving ions at equilibrium in aqueous solution with the undissociated compound is called as ionic equilibrium. That is definition of ionic equilibrium. It is a type of equilibrium involving ions and the undissociated substance at equilibrium in aqueous solution is known as ionic equilibrium. So mainly we are focusing the term equilibrium for the substances which are ionized or dissociating partially. Okay, that is the introduction of strong and weak electrolytes. Okay, now we come on next topic is theories of acids and bases. Next we have theories of acids and bases. Now we can have different theories for acid and base classification. आपको पहले यहाँ 3 थ्योरी पढ़ना है. पहला पढ़ना है आर्गेनियस कॉन्सेप्ट, सेकंड पढ़ना आपको है ब्रोंस्टर-लॉरी कॉन्सेप्ट और थर्ड पढ़ना आपको है लोविस कॉन्सेप्ट. So we will have a brief introduction about theories of acid base classification, and then we study also about this class after classification of acids and bases for different theories. What are main applications and the drawbacks? We study about applications of theories and drawbacks of theories. Okay. So when we take these theories of acids and bases, first can be taken Arrhenius concept. Arrhenius concept. आपको इस चैप्टर में mainly इसी को पढ़ना है. When we take acid and bases for calculations of pH or other things, we are mainly dealing with the only Arrhenius concept. Okay. So let us take about Arrhenius concept. इस theory में क्या है? As per this theory, what are acids? What are the substances which give hydrogen plus ions. Hydrogen plus ions in aqueous solution. In aqueous solution. As per this theory, what are acids? They are the substances which give hydrogen plus ions in aqueous solution. Is called acids. What are bases as per this theory? अच्छा एक उसके बाद होता है acids can be taken two categories. They can be taken strong and weak. We can have strong acids and weak acids. Strong होता है alpha is equal to 1 and when alpha is less than 1. Strong means for the acids for which alpha is equal to 1, there is no equilibrium, reaction going in single direction. We can call them strong acids. Whereas what are weak acids? Reaction does not go to completion. The reaction remain at equilibrium. Alpha for them is less than 1. We can call them weak acids. थोड़ा आपको आइडिया होना चाहिए because in different calculations पूछ लेते हैं कि strong और weak का क्या रोल रहेगा. Strong में आप क्या लेंगे? HCl, HNO3, sulfuric acid, HClO4, HBr, HI are some commonly used strong acids. Weak में क्या एग्जाम्पल आप लेंगे यहाँ पे? Weak acid के एग्जाम्पल्स HF. देखिए आपका HF, HBr, HCl, HI all are halogen acids. HCl, HBr and HI are strong acids, whereas HF is a weak acid. तो क्या होगा इसमें? मोर क्या होगा? HF, HCl, CH3COOH, HCOOH. Mainly we take organic acids, etc. They are taken as weak acids, in which alpha is less than 1. When it dissolve in aqueous solution, the reaction will be at equilibrium of the acid undissociated and the ions produced. We can call them strong or weak. Means depends on alpha value. Alpha is equal to 1 in solution. When they show complete dissociation, then alpha is equal to 1. We call them strong acids. When alpha is less than 1, we call them weak acids. In take bases, ये क्या होते हैं? There are substances. These are the substances which give OH negative ions. OH negative ions in aqueous solution. The substances which give OH negative ions in aqueous solution are called as bases. Again, base can be taken strong or weak. On same lines, strong or weak. Strong is alpha is equal to 1 and alpha is less than 1. The example taken of strong acid bases. Group 1 and 2 almost all. NaOH, KOH, calcium hydroxide, barium hydroxide, they all behave as strong bases. Weak base example most common taken is NH4OH. In solving question about the weak bases, the most commonly used is your ammonium hydroxide as the weaker base. So it is as per this theory, Arrhenius concept, acids are the substances which can give hydrogen plus ions in aqueous solution. They can be taken to category strong or weak, while the bases can be taken substances which give OH negative ions in aqueous solution. Again, they can be strong or weak depending on the alpha value. Okay. Now for this theory, we have several drawbacks. For this theory, we have several drawbacks. ड्रॉबैक क्या क्या है इसमें देखिए, इस थ्योरी में हमारे क्या रिक्वायरमेंट हमने बोला है, एक्वस मीडियम इज कंपलसरी. इस थ्योरी में क्या था, एक्वस मीडियम इज कंपलसरी. सो वी कैन हैव सेवरल कंपाउंड्स which can behave as acid and base, but if we have without aqueous medium, we can't explain their behavior. We cannot explain their behavior. तो फर्स्ट ड्रॉबैक्स में क्या हुआ कि इन दिस केसेस aqueous medium is compulsory. The solvent should be water. If we can have other solvents like ammonia solvent is alcoholic medium, liquid sulfur dioxide is solvent. So when we take other different solvents which is non-aqueous medium, non-water solvent, in them we can't explain their behavior. We cannot explain their behavior. That is one of the common drawback. Other drawback can be taken like it says that the substances which give hydrogen plus ions. We know hydrogen plus ions have small size, very small size. Just it is only nucleus of hydrogen atom, H plus. So it is not able to exist freely. Hydrogen plus ion in solution cannot exist freely, but they occur as hydronium ions. They can combine with 1, 2, 3, 4 water molecules and they will form hydronium ions. So HN free existence in solution not possible because of small size and high electrical charge density. So HNs are not existing freely in solution. समझ में आ रहा है पॉइंट ये वाला. फिर हम बहुत इसके बाद है कि we can have many compound like we can take amines or other compounds which are acidic or basic. But without aqueous medium we can't explain the behavior like CO2, SO2, explain this here. In this Arrhenius concept limitation में क्या क्या हमारे पास पॉइंट थे कि पहला हमने क्या बोला, aqueous medium if it is limitations. First, aqueous medium compulsory. Second, it can't explain the acidic and basic behavior of substances in other solvents like liquid sulfur dioxide, liquid ammonia, alcoholic solvent like ethyl alcohol as solvent. In their cases, the behavior of molecules or substances as acid and base is difficult to explain, not explained. Next can be taken H ions do not exist freely but exist as hydronium ions. We write commonly them as H2O plus. Next can be taken several compounds are acids and bases like ammonia is base, but by this theory we can't explain ammonia's basic behavior. Then you can take acidic behavior of CO2, SO2, SO3 not explained, or basic behavior of कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड, बेरियम ऑक्साइड, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड, magnesium oxide, not explained. This drawback can be explained by taking aqueous medium. If I suppose dissolve CO2 in water, क्या देगा आपको यहाँ पे? It will form H2CO3. Then this can give hydrogen plus ions. SO2 plus water also can give H2SO3. SO3 plus water can give H2SO4. So we can explain the behavior of these compounds as acids after reacting with water, or CaO plus water can form calcium hydroxide, barium oxide plus H2O can form barium hydroxide, magnesium oxide can form magnesium hydroxide. These compounds can take, by normal theory it is not acids or bases, but when we take in aqueous medium, then we can explain their acidic behavior or their basic behavior. We can explain their acidic behavior and their basic behavior. Okay, so it is what Arrhenius concept. Limitation क्या था? Aqueous medium is compulsory. Other solvents, we can't explain the behavior of substances like solvent is liquid ammonia, liquid sulfur dioxide, or liquid or alcohol as solvent. In such solvent, the behavior of substances as acid and base we cannot explain by this theory. अगला drawback है main hydrogen plus ions. They are not existing freely, but they combine with the water molecules. क्यों? Because of very small size, they have high electrical charge density, so they combine with the water molecules and exist as hydronium ions. Okay, and several other compounds like oxides can be acidic or basic, but this drawback can be overcome if we dissolve them in aqueous medium. Okay, now next point can be taken note. Hydronium ions. Hydronium ions. We told right now. We take next point is hydronium ions. We told right now that hydrogen plus ions, they are not able to exist freely because of high electric field. So what happens? They readily combine with the water molecules. They readily combine with the water molecules and exist as hydronium ions. जो होता क्या है? If I write HN can combine with one water molecule to form hydronium ions, which can be called as H3O plus. If they combine with two water molecules, we write them H5O2 plus. Three water molecules H7O3 plus. HN plus 4 water molecule H9O4 plus. They are all called as hydronium ions. They are all called as hydronium ions. Actually, इसमें क्या है? सबसे ज़्यादा common कौन सा होता है? We writing purpose. We are writing this is the most common, but actually they are existing in this form. कैसे होता है? If I write here OH3 plus, hydronium ion है pyramidal shape. O have lone pair but plus charge, also formal charge plus 1. Each water and this oxygen they can interact with the three water molecules more. So as a whole we get combined formula can be written as this format. H9 अब count कर लीजिए, 3 hydrogen plus 6, 9 hydrogen, 1 2 3 4 oxygen. H9O4 plus is the writing, it is actually existing solution as hydronium ions, but for writing purpose we are writing this commonly as hydronium ions. But remember, I hope it is clear to you. आप देखिए ना इसमें hydronium ion can interact with one water molecule extra 2 extra water molecules or 3 water molecules extra, so they can occur in this forms. Similarly, if you take OH negative ions in solution, they also can combine with the water molecules. If I write here hydroxyl ions, OH negative ions can also combine as combined form with water molecules. They can also combine with one water molecule. तो क्या देगा इसमें H3O2 minus. If they combine with 2 water molecules, you can write here H5O3 minus and so on. That is how can take in solution. Hydronium ions can be existing or OH negative are existing in combined form. Now our next theory taken is Bronsted-Lowry concept in acid-base classification. In acid-base classification, here what are acids? They are substances which donate protons, H plus ions. The substances which can donate protons or hydrogen plus ions are called acids. They are simply proton donor. Examples for here can be taken same as areneous acids. Same examples we can have as areneous acids. And then what are bases? As per this theory, the substances which can accept proton, hydrogen plus ions. The substances which can accept protons are called as base. In this case, this theory has this key advantage. This theory of key advantage over the previous theory, that in this theory more number of substances can be categorized as base. More number of substances can be categorized as base in this theory. समझ आ रहा है? So example can be taken like there are examples same as areneous acids. Here the examples can be taken like your ammonia, CH3NH3 NH2, Cn negative ion, CH3 negative ion, OH negative ion, etc. We can have many compounds which can take protons, will behave as base. इस theory का ये आपका main advantage है on the previous theory. In this theory, more number of substances can be categorized as base. Okay, what is this acid and base by this theory? Now, if we take example, like if I suppose take water, we dissolve ammonia in water. So in this reaction, what happens? Ammonia will take hydrogen plus ion from water. So in this case, what happens? Ammonia behaves as base and water behaves as acid. Now when ammonia behaves as base, take one hydrogen plus ion, it form conjugate acid. And water donate hydrogen plus ion proton. So water behaves as acid here and form conjugate base. So in this case we can write them as pairs. This can be taken base and conjugate acid pair. This can be taken second pair of acid and conjugate base pair. So in this reaction ammonia donate hydrogen plus ion So ammonia will take hydrogen plus ion. So ammonia will behave as base. Water give hydrogen ion, so water behave as acid. If I take next example, HCl plus water, यहाँ पे क्या होगा? It donate hydrogen plus ion. So in this reaction, HCl behave as acid, will form conjugate base. It is conjugate acid. We call them conjugate acid base pair. Acid and conjugate base pair. Here water will take proton, so water behave as base, will form conjugate acid. So this can be called as conjugate acid base pair. Whenever a substance donate hydrogen plus ion proton will be called acid, and the other which will take proton will be called as base. In this reaction you can see here, in first case water behaving as acid, second case water behaving as base. In first case water is behaving as acid and second case water behaving as base. So water can behave as like amphiprotic species. Amphiprotic. This water can behave as amphiprotic species. Means the substances or ions or molecules which can donate proton or on requirement they can also accept proton are called as amphiprotic species. Example can be taken more here like H2PO4 minus, H2PO3 minus, HCO3 minus are some other common examples which can donate proton or which can also accept proton are called as examples of amphiprotic species. The substances which can donate protons and on requirement or on availability they can take protons. They are called as amphiprotic species. They are called as amphiprotic substances. So you get questions sometime in the examinations to write conjugate acid and conjugate base pairs of a substance. बहुत simple तरीका है. For a substance, whenever we write conjugate base, you remove single proton, not more than one. You remove one proton, they will form conjugate base. And for writing for a substance conjugate acid, add one proton, then they will form conjugate base. A conjugate acid of substance means adding HNs to a substance, they will form conjugate acid. On removing HNs, they will form conjugate base for a substance. जैसे अपना यहाँ पे अमोनिया ने क्या किया, HN दिया, तो base will form conjugate acid. यहाँ पे क्या हुआ HCl ने HN दिया, जो देगा वो हो जाएगा acid, जो लेगा वो हो जाएगा इसमें base. तो HN दिया तो क्या बनेगा इसमें Cl negative ion. तो HCl behave as acid and Cl negative ion become conjugate base of the given substance. You get an exam question. You can take ion or molecule. For them, you write conjugate base. You can take an ion or molecule. For them, write conjugate acid. Conjugate acid. So we will take some practice. आपका सिंपल तरीका क्या था? I told you sometime back कि when from a substance we remove one hydrogen plus ion, they will form conjugate base. If to a substance we add one proton, they will form conjugate acid. Adding HN, they form conjugate acid. Remove HI, they form conjugate base. It's your hint. Now you do the answer yourself. कुछ आपको क्वेश्चन दे रहा हूँ आपके. Try this example yourself. Try this question yourself for writing there. Ions or molecules, conjugate base, and for this side for ions or molecules, write for them conjugate acids. You try this example yourself. हो गया? Okay, let's come on solution part. For writing conjugate base, it is very simple. क्या करना आपको है? Remove one hydrogen plus. तो क्या आएगा पहले केस में? OH minus. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा इसमें? HOO minus. It's called hydroperoxide ion. यहाँ क्या आएगा? HPO4 2 minus. चार्ज का ध्यान रखेंगे इसमें. Phosphate ion. अमोनिया में NH2 minus. NH2 minus. Carbonate ion. HC2O4 negative. And remember, remove only one hydrogen plus. If you take last example में क्या करेंगे आप यहाँ पे देखिए. Out of 6 water molecules, because H का और source कुछ नहीं है. For hydrogen removal, we have single source water molecule. From 6 water molecules, any one water molecule can lose one hydrogen plus. तो क्या रहेगा इसमें? Al H2O5 OH minus. चार्ज क्या पड़ेगा इसमें? +2. Because when HN is lost, that will balance the remaining charge. So out of 6 water molecule, from one of the water molecule, we remove one H plus ion. That is how what remains here. Al H2O5 OH 2 plus. For writing conjugate acids of the given base, हम क्या लिखेंगे इसमें? Add H plus ion. क्या है इसमें? OH minus H2O2 CH3 OH2 plus. O have lone pair, so O can take H plus ion. NH2 minus N3H. It's called hydroxylic acid. It is called azide ion. Then it is amide, ammonia, H2, CO3, H3, PO4, neutral, HPO4 2 minus. So remember, whenever a substance lose one hydrogen plus, they will form conjugate base, or if they take one hydrogen plus, they will form conjugate acid of the given species. That is as per conjugate acid base writing practice from Bronsted-Lowry concept. इस थ्योरी का मेन एडवांटेज आपको बता क्या है इसमें कि मोर नंबर ऑफ कंपाउंड कैन बी कैटेगराइज्ड एज बेस. ऑल कैन बिहेव एज बेस एज पर दिस थ्योरी, but not as per the Arrhenius concept. ठीक है? Okay, so next question given here is for the given compounds write conjugate base. These compounds can behave as acid. Some are strong, some are weak. but for writing conjugate base approach is same. For all the given compound, you write conjugate base yourself. Okay? लिख लिया? पहला दिया है HClO4, सेकंड दिया है सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड H2SO4, थर्ड HCl, 4 HNO3, 5 H3O plus, next one HSO4 negative ion, then H3PO4, CH3COH, H2S, NH4 plus, HCN, PHOH, ये होता है फिनॉल, इसका नाम होता है फिनॉल, PHOH is फिनॉल, वाटर, इथाइल अल्कोहल, अमोनिया and CH4. What are the given ions or molecules? Write their conjugate base. लिख लिया? तो what is first case conjugate base? In all the case, remove one hydrogen plus ion. So what we get? ClO4 minus. Here HSO4 minus. Here Cl negative. Here nitrate ion. Here H2O. Here sulfate ions. Here H2PO4 minus. Remember, we subtract only one hydrogen plus ion. Like this compound has 3 hydrogen acidic, but for writing conjugate base, we remove only one H plus ion. अगले में CH3COO minus, HS minus, ammonia, Cl minus, PHO minus is called as phenoxide ion. PHO negative is called as phenoxide ion. OH for water, C2H5, O minus ethoxide ion, NH2 negative for ammonia, CH3 negative for methane as conjugate base. This has been given in a proper order. Actually, what order is there? If you write for a compound, see in the given case moving down the series, what happens on moving down the series here? In the given case, there is decrease or take up. Moving up the series, what happens? Bottom to top. On moving up the series, the acidic strength of these acids increase. Whereas if you are going down the series here, top to bottom, what happens? Basic strength of conjugate base goes on decreases. It increases, it decreases. Remember, a strong acid will have weak conjugate base. A strong acid will have weak conjugate base and vice versa. A strong acid have weak conjugate base and vice versa. यहाँ पे क्या है? This is supposed to be the strongest acid. HClO4 is called perchloric acid. Is supposed to be the strongest acid among all. फिर आपका है सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड, फिर HCl, फिर HNO3, फिर H3O plus. This is given roughly order. Alkanes are the weakest acids. They are commonly used. This concept is used or explained more logically using different concepts like inductive effect, resonance in chapter General Organic Chemistry, where I cover a variety of compounds as acid and base, their strength, determination of strength of compounds using all different dimensions. तो फिलहाल आप देखते हैं टाइम बीइंग के लिए नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि अगर आपका बॉन्ड पोलर है और वीकर बॉन्ड है, they can break up easily. The compound behave as stronger acid, or they form conjugate base, highly stabilized by resonance. Then again they form strong acids when we get more stable conjugate base type compounds. So about this concept we will discuss in more detail in topic General Organic Chemistry. फिलहाल आपका बेसिक आइडिया था इसमें कि from bottom to top there is increase in acidic strength, then for conjugate base there is decrease in basic strength. एक पॉइंट क्या आपका होता है, नोट आप लिख सकते हैं कि a strong acid have weak conjugate base and and vice versa. A strong acid has weak conjugate base and vice versa, meaning a strong base will have weak conjugate acid. आपका base कौन सा strongest है? CH3 minus. So what is the strongest base? CH3 minus. So what is the weakest acid here among them? CH4 or alkanes in general. Okay, so I hope this question is clear. It was given with a concept that if we have strong acids, they will possess weak conjugate base. Even in chapter ionic equilibrium coming further, this point will be explained to you once again कि इसका लिंक कैसे होता है मैथमेटिकली. ठीक है.